Ever wonder what makes the world's largest countries huge? Buckle up as we crash through icy frontiers, untamed wilderness, and borders that redraw the map of Earth itself, 16 nations. One mind-blowing journey from southern tips to Caribbean shores, freshwater giants to hidden interiors. Ready to explore landscapes so vast, they'll leave you speechless?
Did you know Argentina is bigger than Brazil and home to the world's longest glacier? Argentina covers approximately 1,056,000 square miles, smaller than the combined land area of the United States and Canada. It stretches over 2,300 miles from north to south, longer than the one-way distance from New York to Los Angeles. From tropical rainforests to arid deserts, Argentina's landscapes change dramatically in just a few hundred miles. Its southern tip is home to the Perito Moreno Glacier, a massive wall of ice over 3 miles long and 400 feet high. Despite its massive size, Argentina is only the 8th largest country in the world, but it holds the longest glacier outside Antarctica. Could you drive from one end of Argentina to the other? How long would it take? Tell us in the comments. Did you know Argentina is smaller than the entire continental United States? It spans about 1,073,000 square miles of land. That's the 8th largest country in the world. From the Andes in the west to the Atlantic in the east, it stretches over 2,000 miles. That's roughly the same distance as from New York to Los Angeles. Patagonia alone covers about 260,000 square miles of wild, untouched terrain, slightly less than the size of Texas. You could fit the whole of France, Spain, and Italy combined inside Argentina and still have room for more. And scientists still can't fully map every inch of it. Some parts are so remote, they've never been explored. Could you drive across Argentina? How long would it take? Guess in the comments. Did you know Argentina is bigger than 13 Swedens combined? It covers nearly 1,100,000 square miles of land, making it the 8th largest country in the world. From north to south, it stretches over 5,000 miles, roughly the same length as the United States. And from the towering Andes Mountains to the Atlantic Ocean, it spans approximately 1,000 miles east to west. You could fit the entire United Kingdom and Ireland inside Argentina, and still have room for another country the size of France. And scientists still can't explain why it's so damn big. Could you drive from one end of Argentina to the other? How long would it take? Guess in the comments. Did you know you could fit the entire United Kingdom and Spain inside Iran, and still have space left over? Iran spans approximately 636,000 square miles. That's about 2.5 times the size of Texas. It borders 13 countries, more than any other nation in the Middle East. From the Caspian Sea in the north to the Persian Gulf in the south, Iran stretches over 900 miles. Its size means it has an incredible range of climates, from snow-capped peaks to scorching deserts. And here's the kicker, Iran is still not in the top 10 largest countries in the world. Could you drive from one end to the other? How long would it take? Drop your guess in the comments. Did you know Canada is so big it could fit the entire United States and Mexico combined? Canada is the second largest country in the world, covering approximately 9,980,000 square kilometers. It stretches approximately 4,289 kilometers from east to west. That's longer than the distance from New York to Rome. From the Atlantic to the Pacific, Canada's landscape changes dramatically, from icy northern tundra to lush coastal rainforests. Canada has approximately 9% of the world's fresh water, more than any other country except Brazil. And here's the mind-blowing part, you could drive from the Atlantic to the Pacific and still not see the northern border, it's that vast. Could you drive across Canada? How long would it take? Guess in the comments. Did you know you can drive from one of the world's oldest deserts to a lush river delta in under 10 hours, all within one country? Namibia spans about 300 miles from its Atlantic coastline to its interior, making it one of the largest countries in Africa. It's slightly more than half the size of Alaska, with a total area of about 318,696 square miles. From the arid Namib Desert, one of the oldest on Earth, estimated to be at least 55 million years old, to the lush Caprivi Strip, which gets over 30 inches of rain each year. You can drive from the driest desert to a lush river delta in around 14 hours, all within one country. And the most mind-blowing part? You can cross this entire country in just one day, from ocean to rainforest, desert to savanna. Could you drive across Namibia in 10 hours? How long would it take you? Guess in the comments. Did you know that Chad is so massive, it's bigger than the entire European Union combined? Chad covers over 495,000 square miles, that's more than twice the size of India. You could fit the entire country of France inside Chad, and still have space for Belgium and Luxembourg. From the Tibesti Mountains, which rise over 11,200 feet, to the Sahara Desert, which in some parts plunges nearly 2,000 feet below sea level. Chad is so big, it spans 3 different climate zones, from arid desert to lush wetlands, all within one country. And here's the kicker, the Sahara Desert in Chad is the deepest in the world, with some areas nearly 2,000 feet below sea level. Could you drive across Chad? How long would it take? Guess in the comments. Did you know Mexico is so big it could swallow Texas, California, and Alaska all at once? Mexico stretches approximately 1,900 miles from north to south. That's longer than the width of the continental United States from east to west. It's the 14th largest country in the world, smaller than the continent of Europe. From the Sonoran Desert to the Caribbean Sea, Mexico has approximately 3,500 miles of coastline. You could fit the entire United Kingdom inside Mexico and still have room for another 20 countries the size of Ireland. And if you tried to drive from the northern border to the southern tip, it would take you over 5 days non-stop. Could you drive across Mexico? How long would it take you? Guess in the comments. Did you know Greenland's coastline is longer than the combined coasts of the USA and Canada? Greenland's coastline stretches over 27,000 miles, that's more than the entire combined coasts of the United States and Canada, which total about 36,000 miles. This massive island is about the same size as Mexico, and it's the largest island in the world. Despite its enormous size, Greenland is home to about 56,000 people. It's one of the most sparsely populated places on Earth. You could walk Greenland's entire coastline and never see the same landscape twice, from icy fjords to black sand beaches. And scientists still can't fully map every inch. The ice is always moving, reshaping the coast with every season. So, if you could walk the entire coastline of Greenland, how many different landscapes do you think you'd see? Did you know Iran has more islands in the Persian Gulf than all of Europe combined? Iran is home to approximately 130 islands in the Persian Gulf, that's more than any other country in the world. The largest of these islands, Keshem, is smaller than the state of Delaware, and it's one of the most notable. Many of these islands are uninhabited and still unexplored by modern science, true hidden gems of the Persian Gulf. Some islands are so small they can be affected by tides, but they do not vanish and reappear like magic. And scientists still can't explain why these islands form, or why they keep changing shape with the tides. How many of these islands have you ever heard of? Comment below, and don't forget to like and share. Russia is so big that when it's midnight in Moscow, the sun is already rising on the other side. It covers more than 6 million square miles, that's the largest country in the world by land area. You could fit the entire United States and India inside Russia, and there would still be room to spare. From its westernmost point to its easternmost, Russia stretches about 5,600 miles, roughly the distance from New York to Los Angeles and back again. And it's not even full yet. Every year, nearly 20 square miles of new land emerge as permafrost thaws and coastlines shift. You could drive from one end of Russia to the other, but it would take you more than 2 months to do it. And here's the kicker, you could fit the entire United States and India inside Russia, and it's still not even full yet. Did you know you could cross 11 time zones in one country? That's Russia. Russia spans over 6,600,000 square miles. That's about 1.7 times the size of Canada. It's so big that it's slightly smaller than the combined area of the contiguous United States and Alaska. From the Black Sea to the Pacific Ocean, Russia stretches about 5,600 miles. That's about the same as the distance from New York to Los Angeles and back. You could fly from Moscow to Kamchatka and land the same day, but it's already tomorrow there. And if you live in the Far East, you might see the sunset and then rise again the same day, all from your backyard. Could you drive across Russia? How long would it take? Guess in the comments. Did you know Australia is the only continent on its own tectonic plate? Australia is the 6th largest country in the world, covering approximately 2.9 million square miles. That's about twice the size of India. You could fit the entire United States, excluding Alaska and Hawaii, and still have room for Texas and Alaska combined. From the snow-capped peaks of the Australian Alps to the red deserts of the outback, Australia's landscapes are as diverse as they are vast. Australia moves northeast at about 2.7 inches every year, like a continent on the move, and it's heading towards Southeast Asia. In 10 million years, Australia might actually collide with Indonesia, changing the face of the entire region. So, how long would it take you to drive across Australia? Guess in the comments. Did you know Brazil could fit approximately 34 copies of England inside it? Brazil spans about 3 million square miles. That's the 5th largest country on Earth. The Amazon alone covers approximately 39% of the country. That's about 1,200,000 square miles of wilderness. From snow-capped peaks in the south to tropical beaches in the northeast, Brazil has it all. You could fit the entire United Kingdom, plus 34 more just like it, inside Brazil's borders. And scientists still can't fully map every corner of the Amazon. It's that vast. Could you drive across Brazil? How long would it take? Guess in the comments. Did you know Brazil is bigger than the entire contiguous United States? Brazil covers approximately 3,287,000 square miles of land, making it the 5th largest country in the world. It's so large that you could fit the contiguous United States inside Brazil, but with very little room to spare. From the Atlantic coast to the Andes foothills, Brazil spans 4 time zones. Traveling from one end to the other takes over 30 hours by car. That's like driving from New York to Los Angeles 3 times. And with over 1 million species, Brazil is home to more life than any other country on Earth. Could you drive across Brazil? How long would it take? Guess in the comments. Did you know a single country stretches 2,500 kilometers from the driest desert to lush rainforests? Chad is the 23rd largest country in the world, covering approximately 495,755 square miles. It's so big that it's larger than Texas and Alaska combined, and it fits entirely in Africa. From the Sahara Desert in the north to the Central African rainforests in the south, the landscape changes dramatically in just one day. And in the middle lies the world's largest salt flat, the Chorobogami Basin, covering approximately 32,000 square miles. You can travel from the edge of the Sahara to a tropical forest in just one day, all within Chad's borders. Could you drive across Chad in a single day? How long would it take? Guess in the comments. India is so big it could swallow France, Spain, and Germany all at once, and still have room to spare. It stretches over 2,200 miles from the snow-capped peaks of Kashmir to the tropical shores of Kanyakumari. India is the 7th largest country in the world, covering approximately 1,027,000 square miles. You could fit the entire United Kingdom inside India approximately 28 times, and still have space for more. From icy mountain passes to tropical beaches, India's landscapes change dramatically in just a few hundred miles. And yet, there's only one national highway that runs the entire length of the country, from Kashmir to Kanyakumari. Could you drive from one end to the other? How long would it take? Tell us in the comments.